the safety. So that'll give Tennessee a first down out across the 40. And it was on Bullard on high.
It wasn't on the player that he threw to. It was on the middle of the field.
Right. Well, they're making some.
How about trying to figure out a way to get the ball to Cedric Tillman a little bit? Number 4, prior to the explosion by Hyatt, he was the go-to receiver.
Keep it on the ground, and about a 2-yard gain for Jabari Small. And Bullard, the guy that had the penalty, make the tackle.
You know, under the Josh Heupel offense in 2 years at Tennessee, 3 times he's been slowed down in the run game, and he's struggled in all 3 games.
Here's a quick throw out to Hyatt, looking for a blocker, and only picked up a couple yards.
In 2021, Alabama held him to 65 yards rushing. Same year, last year, Georgia held him to 55, and this year Pitt held Tennessee to 91, and that game went overtime.
Right.
So without the running game, you know, that defense for Georgia has slowed down the pass game.
That last catch was Brew McCoy, not Jalen Hyatt. 3rd down and 5. Down the middle, and good throw and catch. Jacob Warren, first down to the tight end.
No other way to do it if you're the Tennessee offense. You got to take what this defense is giving you right now. They're peeling back a bit, giving you the short throw. You got to force them to cover short. And one more look at this. Did he control it? Too late now. Hurry up, got it away.
They got the handoff to Small before anybody could look at it. He picked up 3.
Was it caught? Good coverage.
Got his hands around it. Georgia defender, you got a red and black glove, and you got 2 orange gloves.
I think that was a catch. That ball didn't move. It touched the ground, but didn't wobble.
2nd down and 8.
If you're Alex Golis right now, I wonder if they're already thinking 4-down territory.
Blitz coming. Tennessee picks it up. Hooker trying to deliver it to Tillman, and now we got another flag on Georgia. This one's going to be on Keely Ringo.
Okay, so they've been on those short throws, right? That's 3 of them right in a row. So now you got to see that.
Defense number 5. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, includes an automatic first down.
So 2 first downs for Tennessee by Georgia penalty.
Yeah, and you could see Ringo. He actually pulled the jersey even before the ball got there.
Michael Williams, I think, is the guy that's down for Georgia. And as they help him to his feet, we'll take a quick break.
Twisted Tea fans love football, so we're surprising them with a Twisted Tea drop. We're kicking off game day with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Cold, refreshing, and goes down smooth with 5% alcohol. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Life is busy, so come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. First, fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new.
Nice.
Then save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again.
Oh, wow.
And finally, snack up to save even more at the pump.
That's great.
Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell.
Wait, there's 3 of me? Awesome.
This is war, and we're up.
We knew this day might come.
Doesn't make it any easier.
The North Koreans came pouring over the 38th parallel. Those boys are holding on by their fingernails. And they need what only we can give them.
Ready, set, cannon!
We're gonna give them hell.
Devotion, rated PG-13, in theaters November 23rd.
Here, tiny can be mighty. A single call can echo through the ages. One legacy can redefine what's possible in any field. The slimmest margin can send shockwaves across the country. Greatness is in the details, and here they just mean more.
CBS Sports embraces authentic stories. Share yours at #MyNativeStory. 11:23 remaining first half. Tennessee with a couple of Georgia penalties has a first down at the 33. Throw by Hooker, caught by Tillman. He reverses field, and this is what he does so well. After he catches and wheels, he's got that big body, and he's got another first down.
So as the Georgia offense have had long passes of 52, 49, and 37, before that catch, the longest completion by Tennessee was 9 yards. That's now their longest completion.
Now they're in the red zone. They got to be, as Gary said, thinking touchdown, not field goal, that's for sure. Hooker, quarterback draw this time. And got a pretty good gain out of it. Took a whack when he got there by Starks. And now they'll hustle back to the line.
So all year, this Georgia defense in the red zone has only allowed 4 touchdowns all year.
Taylor Wright got a couple more yards.
As teams have been there 14 times, 4 touchdowns, 5 field goals, and then the rest stop.
Tennessee averages about 3.3 passing touchdowns a game. Georgia's
another one.
5 all year.
Another penalty. That's 4 pre-snap penalties.
False start. Offense. The 58. 5-yard penalty. And start down.
And this offensive line for Tennessee is a veteran bunch.
Yeah, they are.
This times I think it's right, number 58. Yep, that's what starts it. And if you don't think that crowd is a factor in college football, to these young guys, they're trying to do all that communication. This is really, I know they played at LSU. That's an 11 a.m. game. This is a much louder atmosphere for this Tennessee offense.
3rd down and 7.
So there's
another play.
There is nothing that Georgia is showing.
Number 20. 5-yard penalty. And third down.
For 3 years, when you turn on tape against Georgia, their defensive line has a late shift. It's been gone over and over and over again with this offensive line, and they forced another penalty. We've been watching it for 5 years, 4 years, and look at a little bit of miscommunication, and then that causes another 5-yard penalty.
Now they're almost out of the red zone. Back at the 19. Blitz coming. Hooker stands in over the middle. Incomplete, intended for his tight end, and broken up by Javon Bullard.
But Javon Bullard is kind of a slot corner safety player. Played all spring, a lot of corner training for him to get him ready to handle these slot plays. And this time, he felt very comfortable with the tight end in front of him.
Josh Heupel wants to get points out of this no matter what it is. So Chase McGrath comes in.
7-man blitz from the Georgia defense on that last play.
36-yard field goal attempt from McGrath, who hit from 47 earlier, and this one's up and perfect.
So the turnover early, they force a field goal. A good drive again, forcing a field goal. Georgia defense feels good about themselves.
They consider that a win. 21-6.
Jimmy Smits in East New York. New Sunday on CBS.
This is what voting yes on Prop 31 means. Yes on 31 ends the sale of candy-flavored tobacco products. Yes stops big tobacco from targeting our kids. Yes protects kids from nicotine addiction. Vote yes on 31.
Alcohol and opiate abuse took me down quickly. Mountain Vista Farm saved my life.
Since 1949, people in need of help with a drug or alcohol problem have come to a serene place called Mountain Vista Farm. Call Mountain Vista Farm today.
This city is This is where you buy your tree a present. Oh, look, there's a bee.
It's impossible to leave Chicago hungry.
Attention passengers, if you look out your windows, you'll see a magnificent tree in a glorious world of holiday joy.
Happy holidays from the middle of everything. Son of a snickerdoodle.
Experience the beauty of San Francisco from a whole new perspective. The SkyStar Wheel in Golden Gate Park. Breathtaking views from downtown to the Pacific. Day or night. Book now at skystarwheel.com.
This is what voting yes on Prop 31 means. Yes on 31 ends the sale of candy-flavored tobacco products. Yes stops big tobacco from targeting our kids. Yes protects kids from nicotine addiction. Vote yes on 31.
Juliette Goodrich, CBS News Bay Area at 6.
Adam Zucker, New York, with his Jeep update. It was a bad week for 3 and 5. Michigan State, 8 players suspended for the fight in the Michigan Tunnel, but they're rallying at 7 and 1 Illinois. Peyton Thorne to Trey Mosley, and they have a 9-7 lead on the Big Ten West leaders late in the first half as we go back to Athens.
All right, Zuck. Reminder for you, tonight at 7 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Get ready for some action in the Mountain West. Rebels and Aztecs both look to bounce back and score their 5th win of the season. That's 7 Eastern tonight on CBS Sports Network. Paxton Brooks, the punter and kickoff man. Here's Jackson for Georgia, waiting back around the 5-yard line. That drive by Tennessee took 11 plays to go 56 yards and had to settle for 3. And fair catch called for at the goal line. Georgia will come out to the 25.
So I don't know what Tennessee's defense can do because it's been going too good.
Well, now it's time for our Hometown Connection presented by T-Mobile. Here's Jenny.
Brad, after you win the national championship, you see everyone celebrating by kissing the trophy. Well, that was just the beginning of the celebration tour for Stetson Bennett. The Georgia native, he went up to receive the key to the city in his hometown of Blackshear. He flew with the Blue Angels. Stetson said he could hardly walk after that experience. They pulled 7.4 Gs. And this past summer, he studied abroad in Europe where him and his classmates got to visit the Coliseum. And as you can see, my favorite of them all, Popel Farms in Odom, Georgia. They made a corn maze of them.
It's good being Stetson right now. And so far in this half, it has been as well. Quick throw to Bowers. And Brock Bowers taking some Tennessee balls with him in the Georgia offense, helping push him very close to a first down.
You know, this Georgia offense changed when Kirby Smart hired Todd Monken. Right there, red hat, looking right at you. Look how quickly he's calling that next play. He has retooled this offense. They were just a pound and ground type team before. Now they line up with 2 tight ends. In fact, 6 out of 10 plays they use 2 tight ends. But one of them is a hybrid. And that makes this offense really, really tough to stop from inside out. He's got this Tennessee defense turned inside out.
And Tennessee has not defended tight ends well this year. And then when you're talking about this group that Georgia has, it's not a good combo. They stop Bowers short of the first, second down at a yard. They get the yard and about 3 more. First down, Georgia. For Dejon Edwards. Dejon coming off a big game last week, career high at over 100 yards and a couple of touchdowns in the win over Florida. And Stetson Bennett's numbers today had really only 1 pass that hit Jeremy Banks right in the chest. Other than that, everything else has been pretty good.
Condensed trips, you know, versus the wide splits of Tennessee.
Right, what a difference, huh?
Yep.
They fake the end around. Bennett loads, goes long. And he outshot everybody. Arian Smith was the intended receiver who he hooked up with in the first quarter on a long ball.
But you do like that they continue to remind this Tennessee defense that we're going to continue. You play man, we're going to continue to go deep balls. Great coverage that time by Tonnage on that play. He actually was in pretty good phase on the one that was completed. It was just a perfect ball.
Especially when he grabbed his jersey. That was great.
Slight. You get away with that. He's kind of went for a ride with it.
Yeah, basically. Now Georgia a little more split out with their receiving core. 4 across, 2 of the tight ends. They'll keep it on the ground anyway to Robinson.
Defense, good stop.
Jeremy Banks with a tackle.
So far in the game, as we watch this run and this Georgia defense so good against the run, Tennessee defense so good against the run. They're second in the SEC in rushing against them. It's tough yardage against this veteran group of that defense in front 7.
They only give up 93 yards a game on the ground.
Yeah, but in the air, there's more. Right?
That's the problem. 3rd down and 9. Georgia will have to earn this one. Kenny McIntosh back in the Georgia backfield. We know what he can do as a receiver out of that backfield. And we're going to have a false start on Georgia.
False start. Offense, number 19. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
You just get the feeling if you're Josh Heupel right here, you're going, guys, if we could get a stop and 1 touchdown, this 21-6 could be 21-14 very easily, right?
Can't get it all back at once.
Nope. But, they could, one little, those Georgia defenders are squatting a bit, a little shake and go. They need the stop here, though. Georgia's been 2 for 3 on 3rd down.
This is a big one. 3rd and 14. Quick throw out in the flat. And it's going to be punting situation. Kearis Jackson, a little wide out screen, but McCullough had that in his sights. And he makes the tackle. And Georgia will have to kick it. One of their best weapons of the day, though, was that guy, Brett Thorson. This is going to be... He'll be around his 25 to kick it.
Yeah, D. Williams has his heels on the 10. He should not back up.
This one way shorter. It's going to take a hop and a Tennessee bounce.
Yeah, that's great field position for this Tennessee offense. They were expecting that ball 10 or 15-yard line.
6:41 remaining in a half. Tennessee trailing, but their offense has got it back with good field position when we return.
It takes fight to be a full-time fan. There'll be early check-ins and late shifts, good days and bad ones. But you'll never quit because you're in this together. It won't always be easy, but when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Modelo, brewed for full-time fans, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
This the biggest boss of the summer.
Hey, if you're coming and come, don't play. If you feel too shy, then watch for me. Watch for me.
Shake it. This the biggest boss of the summer. If you ain't coming, that's a ball.
Watch for me.
This the biggest boss of the summer.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you, saving you hundreds, even thousands with Inflation Buster. That's more mini vacations, a lot more lattes, more date nights. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. That's more cash in your pocket. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Visit inflationbuster.com to get started.
What are you doing in Tulsa?
I'm gonna own this city. Tulsa King. New series streaming November 13th. Exclusively on Paramount Plus.
A new CSI Vegas. Thursday, 10/9 Central on CBS.
Back in 2008, a statue of former Georgia head coach and athletic director Vince Dooley was dedicated. It overlooks the athletic department on the southwest part of campus. Coach Dooley passed away a week ago yesterday. Charlie Trippi, maybe considered the greatest athlete Georgia's ever had, passed away about a week before that at age 100. Coach Dooley was 90 years old, and they have adorned the sidelines here. Charlie Trippi, they've got a sticker helmet on Georgia and his signature down one side line, and Vince Dooley down the other sideline. Vince had a winning record against Tennessee, and by the way, when he took over the Georgia program, Sanford Stadium held 36,000 people. Today we got 93 here. as the sun shines on the Tennessee Vols on their end of the field, trailing 21-6. Hendon Hooker got it to Cedric Tillman. Tillman still running. And he's going to pick up about 17 before Georgia can track him down.
Last series I asked if they could start getting the ball to Tillman. I felt they established him a bit. Maybe they could make that the pressure point, and then Hyatt will open up from there.
First down from the 48. Jalen Wright spins his way into Georgia territory and flips forward close to the 45.
Great patience that time by Wright. He just stuttered his feet, waited, and as you see, it has not been pretty for this offense that's used to scoring every other time they get the ball.
Field goal bookends around 3 punts. And another first down run.
Yeah, I also think that right now that this offense has to give their defense a blow as well. Okay, they finally got to stop. This hurry-up offense sometimes gets them back on the field too fast. They need to bleed it a little bit. It's just short.
Well, they didn't give him the first down. Third down at about a foot. Hooker under center. Into the middle of that pile. I don't think Jalen Wright got there, but let's wait and see.
I think Robert Beal, number 33, was the first guy to get back there inside. I think Bullard as well coming off the edge, and they didn't make it. See Bullard and Beal on the inside.
They didn't even think about measuring. It's fourth down. Here's a must-have, and with that, Hooker runs it, and that helps their cause when he's moving like that.
Now they'll go fast, get a first down, get another first down, get a chance now to run their whole offense.
First down at the 39 of Georgia. Hooker gonna go long to the near corner to Tillman, and it's intercepted by Keely Ringo.
What a job by Keely Ringo, because Cedric Tillman is very physical. Watch these two athletes fight all the way down the field. Pushing, shoving, staying in phase, turning around, finding the ball, and making a wonderful play. You just don't do it any better than that. It was a fight for 40 yards, and Ringo won.
The hero of the national championship game with a 79-yard interception return to seal it in the win over Alabama. Just sealed Tennessee off here late in the second quarter.
It seems like places are giving you less and less food these days.
Yes, Mama, it's called shrinkflation. Oh, shrinkflation, that's just another word for robbery. But this is shackflation. What? Dang, that's huge. Extra pepperoni, extra cheese on that thing.
No two dreams are the same. But there is one van equipped to handle them all. For over 120 years, Mercedes-Benz vans have been built, upfitted, and ready to go. Because we believe dreams should never stay that way.
I'm the team mascot, and boy, am I running late. But I got lead in my foot and spirit in my fingers. Wow, what a hit. And if you have cut rate car insurance, the cost to cover that might tank your season.
So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Woo!
Smile Direct Club. These are Smile Direct Club aligners. They can turn a smile like this into a smile like this in as little as 4 to 6 months for less than $3 a day. Choose Smile. Get started for free at SmileDirectClub.com.
Adam Zucker in New York. Coming up on the Geico Halftime Report, BJ, Rick, and I get you caught up on today's action. And right now, Kansas trying to get bowl eligible for the first time since 2008. Jason Bean through a sea of red pants for Kansas. 73 yards. A team that's lost 44 straight against ranked teams. They're up 17-7 on Oklahoma State. And we're all out of breath, Ness.
I know how you feel, Zook. Keely Ringo just sealed off Tennessee's last drive with an interception in the end zone, and having some words from his head coach on the sideline.
Yeah, you get challenged. Remember, they ran the slant on him. Then they came back with the deep ball. Makes sense. You get your best player matched up man-to-man, and their guy wins.
Kendall Milton's in the Georgia backfield. We really weren't sure we'd see him today. First time he's been out with a groin problem since being injured against Auburn. And they're going to let him have it right here. And he looks hungry. Picked up 5.
So Stetson Bennett has been hitting the big balls in this football game, going deep, one-on-one to Arian Smith early. But this touchdown throw late, his last one, look what he was going to throw the ball. He stopped it right here. He was going to have to throw the ball right over the head of the defender, McCullough. That's a gutsy throw. If that one's a half a foot lower, the whole 82,000 people are going, Stetson, what are you doing? Threw it right over the top of him.
Edwards now comes in after Milton had 1 carry. 2nd down and 5. Georgia has all its timeouts and still 4 minutes and change remaining here in the quarter. Edwards straight up the middle. Into the secondary, still going all the way out to the 45-yard line.
Now, leading rusher on this team, he has really been coming on strong the last 4 games. Devin Willock, number 77, back in the game. He gets another key block, and inside, it's handled by Ratledge and Van Pran. The offensive line for Georgia is opening some holes. Plenty of time.
20-yard pickup for Edwards.
Patient. They can be patient with the offense. Everything available.
And now Edwards trots out as a receiver to the top of your screen. Empty backfield for Stetson Bennett. First down at the 45. Bennett takes a short route across the middle, and it's going to be close to a first down for Rosalie Jack Saints.
Stetson Bennett here, great protection. He wants to go to Brock Bowers down the middle of the field. He gets high-low coverage, so he comes off of him and then waits for the guy coming into the middle. Beautiful job.
Now the throw out to Edwards out of the backfield. Made one man miss, got tripped up.
What a play.
Boy, he got that corner, and he might still be running, but nice play by Slaughter over there to get just a piece of his foot. Tripped him up.
Yeah, I think he had about another 6-7 yards at least if he didn't trip him up.
Still first down at the Tennessee 42.
Here comes the power inside by Robinson now. Number 22, the freshman. It's like having 7 offensive linemen left side at least, with Washington's like an extra tackle. Bowers not as good, but pretty good.
Job by Tennessee's defense. Robinson stopped for a loss.
Yeah, the 2 linebackers that time, both Mitchell and Banks, read that quickly, catch it into the backfield. Again, veteran players recognizing the play. Banks, Mitchell, they see it. Nobody catches them this time. Both of them in on the tackle.
Tennessee player down. Latrell Bumpus down on one knee. That's the 2nd time he's been shaken up here in the first half.
This new tent's amazing.
Yeah. And it was easy to pay off the low rates on our Platinum card from Navy Federal Credit Union. Can't imagine where we'd be without them.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Life is busy, so come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. First, fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new.
Nice.
Then save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again.
Oh, wow.
And finally, snack up to save even more at the pump.
That's great.
Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell.
Wait, there's 3 of me? Awesome.
Brady and the Bucks, DK and the Seahawks. The NFL debuts in Germany, Sunday, November 13th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network.
Fifth-year senior Latrell Bumpus holding his rib cage area. He's heading into the medical tent. Coming up on the Geico halftime report, Adam, Rick, and BJ will break down the first half and bring you highlights from around the country. And the Geico halftime report.
Project Jones was just signaling, turn the music down.
And they do.
And they do.
So 3 runs, a couple of passes. Georgia in this 3-minute drive. All the time in the world as they've got second down at 10 at the Tennessee 43. Bennett throws complete. McConkey first down and more.
And I tell you what, when you climb that pocket and you have ability to go into that, instead of running, you got a quarterback that wants to throw the ball. That's ingrained in Stetson Bennett. He's not a scramble first guy. He wants to make those throws. And, you know, that pass rush that time and the offensive line pushed him by. He waited for McConkey. Paid off.
First down at the 25 with 21 points and looking for more here before halftime.
Love the way they're bleeding the clock here. They have 3 timeouts. They don't want to give it back to Tennessee at all.
Kenny McIntosh back at the tailback spot. Will get the handle right in the middle of things and only about 2 yards. That's it. Now we're under a minute. And Georgia's going to take one of their timeouts with 51 seconds remaining in the half. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Your heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Let's take a look at the Dr. Pepper SEC standings coming into this one. Obviously, Georgia and Tennessee tied on top. Georgia's got a game in hand. And so it's the battle for the top spot here, and a big one in the West tonight. Alabama at Death Valley against LSU. And Ole Miss is idle. We'll see them next week against the Tide.
It's been a while in the SEC since the feature game has been on the east side.
That's right. Yeah, this has been built up as the biggest thing in a long, long time. The biggest game in this stadium's history. And so far for Georgia, they've lived up to it.
Yeah, and Todd Monken has this Tennessee defense guessing who's going to get the ball. Could be 5 different guys.
On 2nd and 9, Bennett throws a little bit behind Jack St., but he took it off his hip pad and completes it. But it's still going to be 3rd down and about 4. We work our way down near a half minute or less.
Watch out for McIntosh on this play.
Kirby's even on the sideline going, take your time, take your time. You can see him right on the bottom of your screen with his palms down. And then a jump pass to McConkey. He's inside the 10. First down, Georgia with 12 seconds left.
They tried the wheel route to McIntosh to the outside. Covered well by Tennessee. Climbed the pocket, and as Ness said, little jump pass, get it out of bounds. So they probably have time for 3 plays here.
It sits right at the 10-yard line where it's 1st and goal. That part doesn't really even matter right now.
Quick throw here. You want a quick throw so you can use 3 plays. Fade to the end zone that takes 3 or 4 seconds. That would give you 3 plays.
Empty backfield as McIntosh comes out to join Rosen Jack St. down to the bottom left side. The other 3 receivers to the right. Tennessee corner blitz, quick throw to Gary Call. McIntosh down to the 2.
Timeout. All right, see, with 7 seconds now, you can still get 2 plays, and you also, because 2 timeouts, can still run the ball. Quick throw, slant. Kirby's running down the field right there. Watch him call a timeout at the bottom of the screen.
Pretty good speech.
Yep. Well. Let's put it this way. Kirby would not recruit Kirby. Okay.
Never heard it put that way before. So So 7 seconds remaining in the half. College football poll that came out this week. Tennessee #1, Ohio State #2, Georgia in the 3 slot. For most of the season, Georgia's been #1 in both the AP and the coaches poll. They're still there, #1 with Tennessee #2. So we really got a battle of #1 against #1.
We do, and we're pretty sure whoever wins the game obviously will be #1 after. But doesn't it really feel that Georgia's way more comfortable in this game? It just feels like they've been here before. They played in more big games. Just a little bit new for this Tennessee team.
And they don't have to deal with the noise in here at all. Home field definitely showing up for Georgia so far today. And they're 1 or 2 plays away from tacking on more points unless something strange happens.
The interesting thing is after the first play, do you take the 3 points or do you use 2 plays and try to score on both if you don't score on the first one? That'll be Kirby's decision after this if they don't score. Does he take 3 or does he try to score with 2 plays?
Kendall Milton in the backfield with Stetson Bennett. He switches sides. Bowers down to the bottom of your screen. It's a rollout by Bennett and a throw to the corner, and it's broken up. Incomplete. And it was Slaughter.
So now he's going to take field. He's going to take points. With it being 21-6, he wants to get to 24, doesn't he?
I think they're bringing in extra bodies. Let's wait and see.
I think they're...
Yeah, they got the field goal unit out there.
Yeah, but they've got Stetson still in the game.
Well, he's the holder.
Yeah. Well, I thought they were going to go offense. All right, there you go.
So this should be...
So all the time they were kind of conserving actually cost them another play.
A little bit.
I mean, you know, it's here nor there. You never know. But in retrospect, they'd love to have one more.
So short field goal at 19 yards is up and good, and that will end the half.
And that'll make it a 3-score game, which is what Kirby said to Stetson. Stay away. I'm taking the points.
Quite a performance by the defending national champs against a Heisman hopeful and the #1 team in the college football poll. But in the first half, it's all Georgia.
Got to hand to that Georgia defense as well, though. I mean, the offense we know has been humming all year, but that defense to stop Tennessee to 6 points, amazing first half.
No doubt. And Jenny's with Josh Heupel.
Coach, how do you generate some offense in the second half?
Yeah, well, we got to do the little things right. Obviously, a bunch of self-inflicted wounds early in the football game. We got to be more precise in what we're doing, communication. Got to clean some things up to get the ball moving.
You said that this team believes that they can beat anyone in this country. What's going to be your message to them at the half to remind them of that?
At the end of the day, we got to reset. We got to go play one play at a time. We got to make some plays to get back in the football game. 30 more minutes of football. Let's go play.
Good luck, Coach.
So first half has come to a close. Georgia pretty impressive at home. They lead 24-6 at the end of the half as we send you to Adam Zucker in our New York studio for the Geico halftime report.
All right, Ness, a dominant first half, and coming up on the Geico halftime report, we'll show you how 2 other 8-0 teams fared as the playoff push heats up after this word from your local station.
New Survivor, Wednesday at 8/7 Central on CBS.
Now, are Big Macs really shrinking, or are my hands getting bigger?
Oh, easy, big guy. Look, a big Carl.
Thank goodness.
Bite into a bigger, beefier burger. The Big Carl, only at Carl's Jr.
Hundreds of groups throughout California are urging no on Prop 27, the corporate online gambling prop. California's Republican and Democratic parties, public safety groups, and the NAACP California, teachers, business groups, and advocates for the homeless all oppose Prop 27. So does every major California newspaper and over 60 Indian tribes, because 27 is a direct threat to Indian self-reliance. Please vote no on Prop 27.
This city is magical. This is where you buy your tree present. Oh, look, there's a bee. It's impossible to leave Chicago hungry.
Attention passengers, if you look out your windows, you'll see a magnificent tree in a glorious world of holiday joy.
Happy holidays from the middle of everything. Son up a snickerdoodle.
Exciting Black Friday things are happening during the Buy One, Give One event at the Revive Sleep Center inside Living Spaces. When you shop one of our qualifying Revive mattress collections, we'll donate a plush mattress set to a deserving veteran through AmVets, so everyone rests easy. Best of all, you can get special financing for 60 months on any purchase with your good credit. And enjoy free next-day shipping. Don't miss the Buy One, Give One Black Friday event, only at the Living Spaces Revive Sleep Center.
Living Spaces. They always say Kim never sticks to her New Year's resolutions. But this year, she's resolved to save money and worry less. And with the new Volkswagen SUV, she can save on maintenance over the next 5 years, killing 2 birds with 1 pin. Metaphorically, that is. So who knows where Kim's resolutions might take her year after year. At the Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event, you too can make maintenance cost worries so last year.
We have big news.
Really big.
Turns out the Big Mac isn't actually that big, unlike the really big Carl, which is...
How juicy.
Hey, we're live.
It's just you and me, baby.
I'm uncomfortable.
Bite into a really big burger. The Really Big Carl, only at Carl's Jr.
The Red and Gold Report, tonight at 7 on KPIX 5.
CBS Sports presents the Geico Halftime Report. Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
Wow. Welcome, everyone, to the Geico Halftime Report. Adam Zucker alongside Rick Neuheisel and Brian Jones. Our score in Athens, Georgia on top of CFP #1 Tennessee, 24-6. We've had the punt of the year. We had a classic you make the call moment. And otherwise, the Dogs dominating. And, Rick, you picked Georgia, but are you somewhat surprised here?
I'm surprised that it's this one-sided. It's not over by any stretch of the imagination with the high-octane offense of Tennessee, but it has been a dominant performance by Georgia on both sides of the ball. How about the little train that could? Look who's coming down the track right now, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this little block by the tight end. This is called a chip. That knocks off the contained defender. Stetson Bennett gets out of the pocket and does the rest on his own. Unbelievable play by the youngster. That gets Georgia on the scoreboard. Look at this. Whenever you see number 19 Brock Bowers stay in, they're going deep. A double move to Ladd McConkey, balls on the money. And look at kids at home. Put it up at the crossbar. Beautiful job by Rosemary Saint. Just beautiful offense all first half.
So if you need a defensive education, Kirby Smart will take you to school. This tackling out on the perimeter by Malachi Starks, the true freshman. And then Jalen Carter, second game back after dealing with an injury a few weeks back. He knocks the ball out of I'm with you, knocks it out of Hooker's hand. And this play by Keely Ringo. It's as if he was the receiver running the route, goes up and stops a drive that was looking promising for Tennessee. What hasn't looked promising in these yardage, man, the totals are way down. Tennessee comes into this game averaging over 300 yards in the first half. You see there 139, 553 per 4 quarters, and they're nowhere close to that. I don't even know if they're going to get there.
And 1 of 7 on third down.
1 of 7 on third down. 24-6. We've seen how quickly Tennessee can score so far this year, and we'll get to what they have to do in the second half coming up. Let's hit some highlights, though. Ohio State in between Georgia and Tennessee in those initial playoff rankings, and winds of change at Northwestern, DJ.
Northwestern was trying to change that ranking for Ohio State, and they may have done that by keeping this so close. Maya Williams breaks it off there for a run, and he's hoping for snow. No, man, we need more sunshine. What is wrong with you? And C.J. Stroud, not a big passing day. Matter of fact, he had more rushing yards, 79, than pass yards, 76, in that inclement weather. And this definitely is going to hurt their ranking, I believe, playing such a close one against a team that has 1 victory on the season.
Yeah, they've lost 7 straight, now 8. But they got tough umbrellas, do the Buckeyes. At least you can say that. TCU undefeated. And in its weekly battle, this week it's Texas Tech, Rick.
Yes, Tyler Shupp finding J.J. Sparkman. Look, TCU has found a way to fall behind and then come back and save the townspeople. It would be that way again today. Max Duggan right here gets Darius Davis into the end zone. Here they keep going, this time finding in a wide-open Imari DeMarcado. This is classic vintage Frogs right now.
the question is whether or not this impresses anybody, or does it keep them status quo at number 7?
Well, if this, I mean, all these other previous victories where they've come from behind should have impressed somebody.
I would have thought so, but once again, they were slighted by the committee. I don't know what TCU has to do other than change its name to Texas or Oklahoma.
Oh, by the way, they play them next week.
Yeah, they do play them. You're correct.
Got the saddle trophy, by the way. That was why that guy was holding a saddle. More highlights, including Air Force setting its sights on the Commander-in-Chief's trophy when the Geico Halftime Report continues. The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Gillette, The Home Depot, GMC Sierra, and by Geico.
To name yourself after the highest peak in North America? Maybe that's audacity. But towering above is exactly what the first ever all-electric GMC Sierra EV Denali Edition 1 is built to do. With 754 horsepower and up to a GM estimated 400 miles of range on a full charge, it is the Denali of EVs. The Sierra EV Denali.
At the Home Depot, we have the tools to make holiday magic, especially when it comes to getting the perfect gift. For all those project-doing, technology-loving, holiday hosting, tool organizing, woodshop working people in your life. And gifts for everyone else in between. Get Black Friday savings all through November at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Gillette presents the Gillette Labs with Exfoliating Bar, a razor designed to take the hassle out of your routine with effortless shaving and one efficient stroke. The bar and the handle removes unseen dirt and debris that gets in the way of the blades, so nothing gets between you and a quick and easy shave. All with a lifetime warranty. Gillette, the best a man can get.
You called that touchdown. Saw that sack coming. Predicted the pizza tasted better than it looks. And, of course, you knew the game's not over until it's over. So this NFL season, put your skills to the test with FanDuel's free games for a shot at $1 million in prizes. FanDuel, make every moment more.
Okay, we'd open with creaky footsteps. Scary music goes all intense. The couple jumps up like, what is that? They scream, ah! And you go, it's the money you could save by bundling your home and car insurance. Money shoots out from drawers, vents from under the bed. The couple screaming, ah!
Wait, wouldn't they be happy about the savings?
They're scared of how happy savings make them feel.
Oh, of course.
See how much you could save by bundling with Geico.
Tomorrow, the Bills meet Game Green. Then the Rams and Bucks tussle in Tampa. All hail Sunday. The NFL is on CBS.
And welcome back to the Geico Halftime Report. First half, all dogs.
All dogs.